friends, welcome back to A Drill and a Dream. I am standing in my beautiful kitchen to be in like such a short amount of time. It's going to be my real legitimate kitchen, which is mind-blowing. So if you have watched my recent video, you saw Jay and I make this beautiful vent hood cover. If you didn't, check it out. I will put a card up for it. But today I am going to start the process. It's going to be quite a process actually. Of doing Venetian plaster on my vent hood cover. So I'm really not sure how it's all gonna go. I have never done anything like this per se, but I got a kit. So the kit is from Firomolux. I can put a link below to their website. I saw this when I was looking at different like Pinterest ideas for plaster, and a lot of people have done things in different ways. Some people have just used like joint compound for this, but I wanted to use, I don't know enough about any of this stuff, so I wanted to make sure that it was going to be like cleanable and all that stuff. So I know that there are different DIY ways of doing it, but what I did was I bought an actual vent hood kit from Firomolux of this Venetian plaster. So it's 3 parts. One is the primer, which you just paint on the primer, and then there's 2 coats of the actual plaster. Then there is a beeswax covering thing that you put on last, and that I think makes it good for cleaning and stuff like that. And especially, you know, with it being right here, there's going to be all of the greasy kind of stuff up on there, and I wanted to make sure that you could clean it, especially because it's going to be white. So the other thing that I thought was really cool about this specifically, the kit that I bought, is that you can put your whatever color you want. So my walls are Chantilly lace, and I put Chantilly lace, Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace, and the plaster itself is tinted to be exactly the Chantilly lace color. So I thought that was really cool, and then I didn't have to worry about, you know, matching up whites, because that can always be a little bit scary. So that is the plan. Now it is recommended to go on drywall, but it said that it also works good with plain, like smooth plywood. So obviously I have the plywood option because none of the stores around here sold 1/4 inch drywall. I think that this should work just fine, but what I'm gonna do is tape and mud this first of all with regular tape and mud. I think that the mud and tape works okay on plywood. I'm not totally sure, but we're about to find out, honestly. So my plan is to mud tape it like regular walls and then go through the whole process of the Firomolux plaster stuff. Okay, it has been a hot minute since I've done any taping or mudding really, other than, did I just mud something? Oh, not much, just like a little blip. So it'll be interesting. But there are holes to fill, and you know what, I should do a little bit of sanding first, honestly. Okay, pals, step 1 done. I am covered in mud, and hopefully this will all do well. There were some parts that were a little hard to get underneath here, but I will let this dry, maybe do another coat or 2 if necessary, and then we will put on the primer. Okay, so I put 2 coats of mud on it. I'm going to sand it just a little bit, and then I'm going to put the primer on it, which is the first step. I'm excited to see it all white. What's nice about this is that it's going to be kind of textured anyway, so I don't have to worry about the mud being perfect, but I do want it to be mostly smooth. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to show you just like a far off picture because I don't know if I've showed you that at all. I think it looks very nice. Very nice. I think once I get the shelves in on each side, it's going to really bring it all together and make it look like more symmetrical. Clive, do you have anything to say for yourself? Okay, so first step is the Anchor Primer untinted. Okay, I do remember watching a video on this, and it's extra like thick, and they said that you could add a little bit of water. Okay, I'm going to use this paintbrush that is not actually clean, so hopefully that will go well. I'll start on the bottom where it doesn't matter. And I think that I am going to use a paintbrush for all of it because stay away from the paint. I don't want to get my roller out just for this little thing. However, excuse me, Clive, could you please get down? Wow. Yeah, you are just always in the way. Stop it. Stay. This primer is a very weird consistency. Very weird. I'm trying to think of how to even, stop that, how to explain it. The best I can think of is like when you are making something, like a baked good, and you have to mix up butter and sugar for a really long time. It's like that kind of granular but fluffy consistency. So that's not normal paint. Don't eat that. You are such a ridiculous cat. Let me do my work. But I think that the reason for the grittiness is so that it will, the plaster will adhere to it better from what I watched in a video. Stay down. Just ridiculous. What are you doing? Hang out with your sister. Sit on the windowsill with your sister. I'm very excited to see the plaster portion of it. Can you just not? Oh my gosh. Ridiculous. I'm excited to see the texture on it, and I just love this vent hood. I'm so excited. Okay, primer is on. That looks so nice. I just love the look of that being in and white. Seriously, it looks so good. So I can't wait to put the texture on. Hopefully, well, I don't know if I'll be able to do it tomorrow, but maybe the next day. Either way, it'll be moments for you. And I'm excited to see that in. And it's coming together. Okay, so it's the moment of truth. We are finally doing the plaster portion, which I'm very excited to see. This is Marmorino Piatto Venetian plaster from Firomolux. And I'm kind of wing it. I did watch a video a little while ago. It says apply 2 coats of a base coat of anchor primer. We did that. Allowing enough time for each stage. Wait a second. Oh no, apply 2 coats on top of base coat of anchor primer. Good. Allowing time for each stage to dry completely. Practice on a sample board first for best results. Mix with a drill very aggressively before using, and always keep bucket sealed when not in use. Okay, so we're gonna wing it. So it's a lot more soft and fluffy than, interesting, than like regular plaster. But it's also granular, kind of like the primer was. So I don't know. What I'm thinking is I'm just gonna do like a coat and interesting. And I don't know, like, it's just kind of granular. I don't love this thing that I have. It's kind of rusty. But I might get a new one for the second coat if it causes any issues. But we're gonna see how it goes. So I'm gonna start on the side that gets seen the least, but you also won't be able to see it because I'm gonna be right in the way. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I know the lighting's not the best and it probably just looks exactly like it did before, but I think it looks nice. There's like just a little bit of texture and the color, they say it's darker wet and then it'll be dry the same color as this. So, so far so good, I believe. It's not, it doesn't, like it's gonna get another coat, so perfection is not necessary at this moment. Okay, so one coat is done. The color is a little bit different than the wall color because it's gonna dry the same, it should, so it's tinted the same color as the walls. But I think it looks really nice. I know it's probably really hard to see. But see how there's just like a little texture? It's just like my bathroom, which I love. And you guys were probably not really able to see anything too much, I'm guessing, because white on white is just never the best way to see something. But I think it looks really nice because before it wasn't all covered and now it's like all covered. Oh, that looks gorgeous. I probably won't show you guys me putting the second coat on because that would be even more boring, but I will definitely show you the finished product. And I didn't do the bottom side yet because I'm gonna get some smaller things. I'll probably just do one coat on that because it's just the bottom and who cares. But I'm gonna get some smaller knives for that or whatever they're called. Also, probably anyone who is a person who does plaster was probably very much cringing as I was doing it, but like I said, 100% winging it, having no idea. Also, I'm guessing, and I'm making this up, I'm not totally sure, but I'm guessing you could probably sandpaper it a little bit to get some of the things off if you wanted to. But I actually like having a little bit of texture. But I was thinking I could test that after the first coat and see if it works to make it a little bit smoother, just for my own knowledge before I do it on the final coat that is supposed to be the finished product. So I wouldn't want to do that, but yeah, I think it turned out really nice. I like the texture of it a lot. So we'll see how it goes with the second coat, and then we'll put the beeswax on it, and we've got ourselves a vent hood. Hello friends! So I just wanted to do a quick update to show you the finished product. I put the beeswax stuff on here. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just this kind of goopy, kind of like shampoo sort of consistency stuff. But I didn't feel like it was that exciting of a thing to watch on YouTube, so I didn't film it. However, it is up, and it gives it a much smoother, sort of cleanable feel to it, so that's great. Overall, I think it looks really nice. You guys can kind of see the consistency that it is. I think it turned out really, really nice. I really like it. You can see it from a couple different angles here. Excuse my mess, but it looks stunning. You may have noticed the most exciting thing here is that the lights are back on. We are back in business. Electricity is up and running. Everything is working well. Light switches are switching, and we even have the dimmers for the nice ambiance. It's all very, very exciting because the dark weeks were not my favorite when I couldn't work at the house at night, especially getting so close to the end zone. You know, it was kind of hard, but we are up and running now. Everything is awesome, fantastic. Now I just want to try to put this back together. And then we can get the stove put back in. Let me get that. Oh, that's turned on. Well, it works. That's a plus. Now, where are those screws? See, this is going to be extremely difficult / maybe impossible. Start on the back. Okay, well that's at least marginally up there. It's tricky. It's very tricky. But it works. Lights, nice. Camera. Action. Major action. and off. So that's a win. I think I'm gonna keep the blue on for now while there's still dust flying. It's very nice. Very nice. Wow. That's a nice vent hood. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I think that the process was fairly easy. It was a little bit painstaking on some of the bottom corners, especially where there wasn't a lot of space, and yeah, hopefully I did an okay job. I don't know, but definitely, especially the outside looks nice. The upside, you don't see that much, so I'm not too worried about it. But it was a good project. Venetian plaster, my first go at it. I will put a link down below of the Firomolux, the vent hood kit that I used in case you're interested in doing a project similar to that. Overall, it was pretty straightforward. And I'm excited. I have a little bit left over, so I feel like there are some projects I could probably do. I don't know what exactly, but I'm definitely keeping it. Maybe some, like, I'm thinking like flower pots or something like that you could put on the outside of like a cheap one and make it beautiful. I don't know, something along those lines. But that's a future project. For now, I have my hands full with trying to move in here. Very soon, it's a lot. So keep watching, stay tuned, see what happens here at the house. We're getting closer and closer every day, and before you know it, we will be moving on in. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream.